I had this image in my mind of Tupac on the cover of a Final Fantasy game. And I was thinking to myself, what class would he be? You know what I mean? What job would he be? And I was thinking to myself, where, like, would he be a main character? How would a cameo like that even work? But we live in a day and age where Tupac could possibly cameo in a Final Fantasy game. I actually find it so messed up. When I die, I'm gonna ask my family to burn my entire this game. If I ever die, the Twitch channel, the YouTube channel, it all gets deleted. Okay? I want to be a whisper on the wind. I want to be a name that is never spoken of ever again, because I know now that there is a third death that occurs. The first death is when your body dies. The second is when your name stops being said, and the third is when your body gets used and your likeness gets used in a Final Fantasy game. What the? You didn't see it? You didn't see Tupac in Yakuza? You don't care how many times you ask for the maid outfit, it's not gonna happen. I'm asking for the community maid outfits! Chat, I got some pretty good merch ideas, okay? I actually think that this could be it. So, remember how a long time ago I told you I kind of want to make a doll that you have to do surgery on to get a USB inside, and the USB contains a copy of a game that is specifically signed towards you. So it's like whoever buys it, you get a copy of the game, and then the game itself is like it has references to you as like the chatter, like it has your names out of it, right? I think we could do that. Okay, don't harm me. Don't do the eyebrow on me. Look, just listen, okay? Just listen. Ooh, free virus. It is funny because if somebody makes a knockoff, they would probably spread the virus. But think about this, okay? Think about how good it would be. Because my idea for the doll was a surgery doll. But the thing is, you had to do surgery properly, because in between every single layer would be like a blood bag. And if you cut open the blood bag, the blood would short and then ruin the USB. So you have to do like near perfect surgery on this like plushy doll to make sure that it stays stable afterwards. And if you cut it open, blood would spill everywhere, okay? I was thinking about this. I think it's possible to make the doll. I actually think that it's doable. And I think it'd be a great concept. Because then we could even get on the news. Because think about it. There's also this other thing of all publicity is good publicity, right? Imagine I get on the news because people think that it's a real satanic ritual. I'm gonna make bonkers bucks. People are gonna buy it just to spite the man. I can get the witches on it. I can get the witches and the witches to buy my merch. It'd be amazing. So yeah, I've been thinking about this, and I want to ask you all: would you do surgery on a doll that has fake blood bags in it in order to reach a USB to plug into your PC with a totally real game inside? It'll be Snowjob. It'll be the mythical Snowjob. Like Snowjob. Chat. I'm gonna make Snowjob is now a game that will only be distributed via this doll. Free blood pathogen diseases and a computer virus. I do need to think about what the blood material has to be. It can't be real blood for various reasons. It would also be a shame to use real blood for it because people need blood, like orphans. It would also be bad to use fake blood because, as far as I know, Markiplier, when filming Iron Lung, almost lost his eyes by like diving into the fake blood pool. So I need a liquid that replicates blood but isn't actually blood and won't give people cancer or something. You know what I mean? So I am gonna have to speak with a chemist, and I need to figure out and ask them, hey, are you willing to like do stuff? Are you willing to help me figure out what liquid I should use here? Because I am a little concerned about giving somebody cancer. I am a little concerned. I'm just a little concerned about someone dying, you know, from my shitty plushie. Another merch idea that I had was and that one I think is going to be a huge hit. But every time I it is weird though. Like I've told some people about it, and I've actually talked to some vendors about it, and like I've told them about it, right? But then I follow up with them, and they always say, "Sorry, we never talked about this." I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "But I was on call with you, and I was on the email with you for like, and like the email chain is long. But even it's weird. Like I'll go to download the email from my email client, and it's gone. And I'm like, what happened? So I don't know. Something about the idea is kind of weird. I think something's going on with it. But that second idea, I'm really excited for it. An oblique liquid like cornstarch and water. Oh, that could be good actually. Yeah, because it has to be safe enough for people to eat. Because somebody's gonna eat it. I've actually heard that this is the reason why they you know those stretchy toys? You know those like stretchy stretch man toys? It's like you'll pull their arm and it's really stretchy, right? I've heard that the reason why they fill it with sugar water. So if you open those, it's actually like a sugary drink. It's like soda. The reason why they fill it with soda is because they know that kids are gonna drink it. And so like legally you have to actually get it there, and you actually have to make sure that like when the product is there that it doesn't kill anyone. And the best way to do that is to make sure that you can't, like, when you drink the liquid, it just ends up being sugar. So at most they get like diabetes. Yeah. I'm gonna try to figure it out. But cornstarch and water plus sugar does seem pretty good, and it may be sort of off-putting enough in terms of texture that nobody will try and drink it. Oblique. That's the word that you were trying to remember. But you did type that well though. You actually typed that perfectly, right? Oobleck? What's it? Wait. Or is oobleck a different thing? Oobleck. Wait, so it's not oblique, and oobleck is not you misspelling oblique. Oobleck is a real thing? Oobleck isn't like most... I've never seen this in my life. What is this? What is this? It's not like most liquids. What? Well, so what is it? Oobleck. The Dr. Seuss is a non-Newtonian... I'm sorry, you want me to make a non-Newtonian fluid? You do realize I have no mastery of science, right? Like, I have... Like, there's a reason why my scientific opinions go very, very shallow. It's because I'm not... It's because I'm not actually as smart as you think I am. There's a 2 million video... 2 million view short, okay? Let's just watch how to make a oobleck. This is a oobleck. Apparently this is a real liquid.
Have you ever made oobleck? All you need is
Have you ever made oobleck? No, that's why I'm here.
Have you ever made oobleck? All you need is half cup water, 1 cup cornstarch.
Okay, chat, there's like so much cornstarch on their hands, it's pissing me off. It's so much cornstarch on their hands.
Water, 1 cup cornstarch, and then if you touch it fast, it's hard, but if you touch it slow, it's soft and turns into liquid. It's really fun to play with. Try it.
Okay, chat, some kid's gonna die eating it. It's like a liquid with rusting. We also make it solid. Chat, some kid is gonna die eating this. Okay, again, if it has to be liquid all the way through, because if you eat it and it congeals inside your throat, some kid is gonna die. Like I don't want this kid to like that. Science show kids. Netflix Junior. The fuck is a Netflix Junior? What? Oh god. Oh my god, what the hell is this Coco Melon bullshit?
Be sure to stand nice and still.
Well, kids are dumb. It's on them. I don't think my lawyer would appreciate me saying that. I don't think my lawyer would appreciate me saying that and would be able to save me from that decision. Again, chat, it's gonna go poorly. Oobleck explained in 40 seconds. Handmade AI slop. A handmade AI slop is the best way to describe it. And that's how I know that slop transcends AI, but AI has made it ever more clear. Survival of the fittest.
2-to-1 ratio of
Survival of the fittest.
the cornstarch and water mixed together.
If your child can't survive a cornstarch oobleck mixture, then it's their fault.
When a force is applied, those long chains...
I don't like the way that she's like, I don't know, caressing it. Like, if you look at the way that she's caressing it, she's like, oh, it's this is like thinly veiled fetish. That's a thinly veiled fetish. You know what I mean? Something like this. Wait, imagine. So you know how like sometimes they'll use a fake cum within porn, right? Imagine the fake cum was an oobleck, and it's like and then it just sticks on there. And it's possible. The paddles to mix it. Oh yeah, this too. This too is also insane because I'm like, that's a lot of cornstarch and that's a lot of paddles. Again, I don't think this is a viable product idea. It has to flow like blood.
When a force is applied, those long chains scrunch up and make the oobleck act like a solid. And when
And I also want it to squirt out when you cut it, right?
Like a liquid.
I want it to squirt out when you cut it, and then it like flies into your eye, just like a real surgery.
Since this is a
I do want the same thing as like a real surgery, so like a doctor has to go and like do like the
throw it in the compost or trash.
like eye wash thing. Then cut it slow. You think people are gonna cut it slow? Okay, when I thought of this idea, right? I thought if there is going to be at least 2 different people who are going to buy this, and they're both going to do very different things with this toy. Okay, one person is going to go, "Ooh, what a fun little toy! I'm gonna take my time and be careful with it because I only get one shot." Another person is going to go, "I'm gonna cut it," and then they're just gonna go stab it like crazy, and then there's gonna be blood flying everywhere. They're gonna stab the USB and they won't even care. And that's not bad. I think that that's gonna be an interesting thing to do. Because I think supporting both people, I think is an important thing of like, because think about it. I'm like that. So they gotta be like that too. Like, that's my viewer. We are not all like streamer and his murderous tendencies in game. Hey, well, why'd you put in game why'd you put in game in quotes? It's in game. I swear to God, it's in game. I swear I would never do that to you in real life. Not you. I would never do that to the. You know why? I'm slipping. My mask is slipping off. They're gonna know. But yeah. How do you think about that toy there? I think it'd be a good hit. Okay, we just need to be careful of people dying. But and also like, let's say you like try to eat it. Would you not die? Because again, it would get stuck in your throat, right? But would it even taste good? It's just cornstarch. Are you even able to eat raw cornstarch? I don't think you can, right? We need a material that can be eaten raw, that has the consistency of blood, that can be colored like blood, and that when eaten won't kill somebody. I'm sure this is a thing that the movie industry has been trying to figure out for a very long time. That they've never been able to figure out for a very, very long time. And I think that's a problem because, like, if they haven't figured it out, then how am I supposed to be able to? Anyways, beyond that, though, there's some other ideas, okay, that I have in mind for things to do. There's actually, like, a whole bunch of ideas that I need to work on and figure out exactly how I want to do them. But that's for later. Do you know why? It's because you know what day it is. You know what day it is. It's no longer Sunday, chat. It's no longer Sunday. It's a trade secrets we will never know. Okay, well, when you say it like that, sorry, it's too loud. Oh, God, it's way too loud. Oh, God. When you say it like that, it makes it seem like I'm never going to finish anything at all. But no, these are trade secrets that you will know eventually once I get to doing them. And I actually am doing every single one slowly but surely. I'm just very, very slow. But before that, before we discuss trade secrets that will require... Actually, I wonder if I could convince all of chat to sign an NDA and how effective that would be. Because that does seem impossible, right? The odds of all of you actually signing something like an NDA would be basically 0. But I do wonder if I could do something like that, because it would be interesting. Once I get to doing them, sure. Look. See? Perfect segue. Once I get to doing them. And the reason why I'm talking about doing things and getting things done is because today is a very special day. What day is it today, everyone? What day is it today? Tell me. Type it in chat. Type it. The first 3 letters and then the last 3 letters. So 6 letters total. That's right. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Monday. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I'm still trying to survive. It's Monday. And I told you all that we would be doing this and we would be trialing out other games to do this in. And we would be trialing out various different games to do the accountability circle in. Because until the Steam frame releases, we can't do it in the VR chat. I'm not going to switch my category because I don't know how to explain this. The kinds of people who watch Final Fantasy XIV are not the kinds of people that I want within my chat room. They're not the kinds of people that I want to have within my chat room because I fear them. I fear what they all do. So instead, we're going to play this. And we're going to try our best to get to the Golden Saucer. The problem is I don't know where the Golden Saucer is. So it might take a while until I get there. I actually don't remember how long it took. But online, people say it should only take 1 hour. We saw how we played the door games. Chat is not agreeing to anything together. That's true. Nobody's going to agree to anything together. But at least it was worth a shot, right? At least it was worth a shot. Now, obviously, some of you probably have no clue what this is. It's because usually we would do the accountability circle in VR chat, and I was like, well, that's gone. Okay, well, so the problem is that's gone. So we need a new thing to hold us for now until I get a VR headset. Because I was gonna buy a light station, but chat, do you know how expensive a lighthouse is? A lighthouse costs I'm not kidding you. I can't even buy a lighthouse separately. I have to buy it with the headset. And Valve has officially said that the Steam frame is going to release this year, this summer. This summer, the Steam frame is going to... Salt and Pepper Seal is going to release. Which means the VR stuff is dead for now. Which means we have to do this, okay? So hopefully all of you have gone through the trial and the tribulation to get to the fishing and the mahjong. Because we're gonna have to, you know, it's gonna take a while to get to the mahjong, okay? I sure hope all of you are ready to go fishing and to do some mahjong. Salt and Pepper Seal is going to release. Sorry. Forget that Salt and Pepper Seal. Those things are freak, okay? I don't know, people... You wanna see the town, actually? I barely played it. I just got back on just for this bit. But I have actually really enjoyed the flow of it. I don't really know how to explain it, but it is fun. It is fun to just go and like, I don't know, how's this? It's fun to sit in a world like this and to imagine what life could have been like if only this was real. Because look at how many people there are, and look at how many people like have like some wild costumes. It's like she looks like that character from Final Fantasy VIII. I forget her name now. Whatever her name is. He looks like an edgelord, okay? T-Guts. Tuna Mayo. Wait, that's a crazy outfit. Holy shit, that's an insane outfit. Tuna Mayo. I've actually really enjoyed going around in this game to look at the fashion. Though I don't understand how people have such nice looking fashion already. Because I join and I look like this. I join and I look like this. Welcome to Gilgamesh. So I don't know how people do it, but some people have some pretty good costumes over here. But yeah, today's the accountability circle, okay? Just give me a moment till I get here, and I'll talk about some more product ideas, okay? Because there's a lot of product ideas. There's also a bunch of like game stuff that I need to talk about. One, I got a bunch of emails about various games that are slowly coming out. Here, punch him. Kill the scorpion! Kill the scorpion! Kill the scorpion! There's a ton of different games that are slowly coming out, and there's even some new demos of games that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. Like, if I can find a monster that can live more than 2 hits, I can show it to you. I need to find a monster that can live more than 2 hits. I forget that this game. Okay, you just to keep punching him. Go punch him. Like a game called Lily XD. I know it's a crazy name, but I've been waiting for this game for a very long time, and I think you might like it. What the games? What is this? This is a porn game. Sorry, I can't show you this one. But Lily XD is a good one. Lily's World, sorry. Lily's World XD. Don't ask why I had this on my list. Just know that the concept works, okay? This thing is gonna be a complete banger because it's one of those weird retro investigative style games where you try to figure out what happened to a person by going through their story. And like working on this old like PC that just exists only within this world. It's kind of a weird game though, because like the image of the person, as far as I can tell, this is like a real person. So you do see images of their real life just spread over, you know, years and years of their life, which is a little bit strange, but you know, it's not the weirdest thing that I played, right? Authentic, but look, it even promises you authentic cringe. Holy shit, this game is so loud. Jesus Christ. It even promises you authentic cringe, okay? Real authentic cringe. I've never been a fan of a heart-wrenching story about societal norms. Yeah, sure. Societal norms. I'm here for the gameplay. I also found out just how deep that the Destiny 2 the like death of Destiny 2 goes. So I didn't realize this. But it's kind of crazy to see a game die in real time. Usually when you see a game die in real time, it usually takes a couple of, you know, days, weeks, months, years, right? For the game to fully die out. But no, in this case, like, Destiny 2 is completely dying. And apparently they're betting all of their eggs on, I'm not kidding you, apparently Marathon. The entire studio is being bet on Marathon, which is a crazy premise. Because as good as that game is, we've seen the player count of that game drop down to near 0, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. Is it still too loud? I don't know, let's see. Do you like how I punch things? Do any of you like what I'm doing here? This actually might take a very long time. I'm hoping that this doesn't take too much longer. How many more bugs do I have to kill? I have to kill 2 more marmots, okay, and 2 more snapping shrews. Kill you. I do like how in MMOs, right? There's something funny about the fact that like an MMO world has you going around and just like killing other animals because they're in the way. And like these animals are just here. They're actually not even like, it's not even their fault that they're here. They were born here. These animals are just born here and they live here. It's like how I learned in Australia. Apparently like a major thing that they do in Australia is that if there are too many kangaroos, they will just cull entire herds of kangaroos because, and I quote, kangaroos are bad for business. So like literally it's the same, like we do the same thing in real life. Is when an animal gets too annoying, we just kill them all. It's like crazy. But an MMO has it in the concept and we're like, ooh, EXP, so fun. But in real life, if we were to look at the horror of killing entire herd, they look kind of cute. I don't know. You know, in this world, like I was doing a quest and this person was talking about her pet marmot. These people have these animals as pets. Chat. Imagine having a pet marmot and you just kill it with your bare hands because I'm a fighter. And actually, this is not helping my case. This isn't helping my case, and it's actually making me look more insane because I realize now that like, wait a minute, this is the same thing that like you were all talking about of like, wait, this guy's a serial killer. And I didn't think about it, but I want you to know it's not my fault. I just happen to be doing this. I just happen to be playing a game that involves killing a bunch of animals. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Not my streamer. But yeah, that Destiny 2 game, it's completely dead. They're betting it all on Marathon, and chat, it's kind of insane to see these game decision choices being made by these major corporations, because you would think that they would know not to bet the horse on everything, or like not to bet everything on the horse. Does that make sense? Like, it's like, the way that I see it, I don't think these things are ever gonna make it. You know what I mean? Not the horse! Sorry, today we're talking about horses. Oh yeah, speaking of, another thing that I need to do for this channel, that I need to actually like check and make sure. Do any of you care that I actually don't finish games on the stream? Like, how many of you actually care whether or not I actually finish games on the stream or not, right? Because if you don't actually care that much about me finishing games, then maybe I can drop quite a few of them. Because I feel like a deep obligation to finish quite a few games, and it is making me feel afraid of the looming amount of work that is going to come. You know what I mean? And I say work in like a very sort of like funny way. Kupo Rain. You don't care. Okay, well then clearly you don't care about art. He's just making fun of me. He's just making fun of me. Why is he doing this? He's just making fun of me. Wait, what? I can't do this. What? Level 5. You don't finish games either. It's hard to finish games, honestly. Depends on the game. Don't care much. What's like a game that like you all care about then? I guess like it is weird for me to ask this, right? But I'm actually curious to see what all of you consider to be like a game that like you would enjoy watching and like playing and then like seeing. Not that I particularly care about your opinion. I need to be very, very careful here to like say this, but your opinion doesn't matter to me. It's just for me to know so I can expect whether or not to be disappointed by whether or not. You know what it is? It's like how do I say this? It's so I know whether to trust your opinion about what the game about. It's whether or not I should trust your opinion on video games, and when you suggest me a game, what to expect from it, really, right? You don't control the stream schedule, but I do need to know at least to some degree how it's gonna feel like when I play a game and you say to me that I'm playing poorly. Okay, I need to know who. Basically, I'm trying to ask, who do I yell at? Who do I yell at? Right now, you're playing Resident Evil. Not sure what the info will give me. That's a good question, actually. What are you all playing? That's an even better question. Of like, what are you all playing now? Yeah, because like Resident Evil. I mean, also too, it's crazy because I swear you've been playing Resident Evil for like months now. You don't play shit. Well, what do you mean? No, you do play. You play the accordion. You're a clown. This guy's a motherfucking clown. He's just making some noises. He's doot. Yeah, have you recorded your accordion song yet? By the way, and again, the accountability circle will happen. I swear it will. Just please give me a moment to go through this. I swear there's a way to get to the Mahjong. You finished Requiem. Oh, you did. Okay, and you played Resident Evil 2. How would you rate Requiem? Because honestly, chat, I'm this close to dropping everything to go play Resident Evil Requiem, and I don't really know why. 9 out of 10. That's crazy. That's not a 10 out of 10, which means it's dog water. It's ass. You have to clean it first, and then you'll try playing it. Wait, what? You have to clean it first? Oh god. Oh god, it's a used accordion? Oh god. Oh dude, that's disgusting. Wait, so like, say it's a used accordion, right? When you... Where the fuck is the Pugilist Guild? So like, say it's an accordion, right? And then it's used. Like, how much spit is on that thing? You know what I mean? Like, spit on that thing. You know what I mean? The melodica is used. Oh god, that's disgusting. Oh god, how many spit is inside there? Oh Jesus. And you just have that like in your mouth at all times? Like really? Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that's disgusting. It's like that feeling must be awful, and then like the way that like there's, Chad, like what if there's like spit backwash? Oh shit, they don't like backwash, right? They don't like go back into your mouth, right? There's no spit backwash, right? It's just there. You washed it, okay, but like, did you wash it with like bleach? Because how do you know that there's no longer spit? That's the one thing that I hated about school. I hate it when in the band class you would have to share instruments. It was so fucking disgusting when I would pick up a flute. I'm gonna vomit. And there'd be spit. There would be like a river of spit left over. Ugh. And I stopped playing the flute ever since. Like I was too disgusted that I stopped even bothering till they play. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna vomit. It's so, oh god, it's disgusting. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh god. Oh god, it's just the way that the spit would flow out and you just like go, and then you'd pick it up and then go onto your lap because you wouldn't know it's filled with spit. Oh god. Oh god, it's disgusting. It's awful. Oh god, there's money on the floor I have to find. Oh god, vomit. Like, it's actually disgusting. Like, if you ever see a flute player, know that they've sucked on the spit. Although I will say, if somebody hot played the flute and then like their spit was in the flute, I think I would drink it raw. I think I would just drink that spit raw. Like I wouldn't even be afraid. I would tell them, no, don't, madam, don't even clean it. I'll clean it for you, and just like, and just. Oh god, the one thing I can't handle is spit. Spit's just disgusting to me. I don't know. And I think too, because I'm so intimately aware of what spit tastes and feels like that I just can't deal with it. You liked Resident Evil, sorry, Requiem. And you never played a Resident Evil to the end. What do you mean you've never played a Resident Evil to the very end? You're telling me you've never played a Resident Evil to the very end, and you tell me that my taste in games is wrong? Holy shit, sorry ladies, I'm just here to get some money. Ladies, I'm just here to get some money. I'm sorry for like bothering you. You know what's crazy? They just like stand here dancing all day long. And also, you know what's crazy that I've thought about? Bikinis really are just underwear, but socially acceptable underwear, right? Because like, there's nothing really different from like wearing a bikini and just wearing underwear. The accordion is just dusty, and to clean it properly, you had to disassemble it first. Spit's mostly on the mouthpiece. You don't think it gets inside much. I think you're just unaware of how much spit is inside of your mouth right now. Yun Ki Mao? What? Like Chairman Mao? Inside, it's mostly just a condensation, which is just water. Okay, I need to tell you, that's not just water, okay? The bacteria spreads, the mouth bacteria spreads, and you got mouth bacteria all over the place, okay? There's mouth bacteria inside of your instrument, and it's gonna eat you. On the second day, you did try playing it while lying, and it all spilled on you. Ah! 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 What the fuck? And back in your... Ah! Oh god, that's fucking disgusting. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, that's fucking disgusting. Oh god. Oh, what the fuck? Why did you write that? Oh god, the mental image in my head, it hurts so much. Underwear is a social construct, and it is true. Okay? Because bikinis are underwear, and they look just as sexy, but for some reason, it's totally fine to wear only a bikini. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but it's like, man, it really is just like a piece of... It really is just a piece of underwear that is like socially acceptable. Is there a cult? Holy shit, chat, there's a cult. And look at them. They're just holding their hands like... They're holding their hands like they're cosplaying animals. The hell is this? See, that's why I joined the Pugilist Guild, okay? A pugilist has no need for cults. A pugilist has no need for magic and like arcane rituals. Apparently the pugilist only needs pussy. Because I'm not kidding you, as part of the plotline, the main guy of the guild goes to get pussy on a near daily basis. He goes to get pussy from those bunny girls on a near daily basis. You started playing Resident Evil 7 when the first came out and you abandoned it. Also abandoned the one that was for 3DS. Why did you do this to yourself? Why do you do this to yourself, huh? Why can't you finish a game? Why can't you finish a game? Why can't you do anything right? Chat, I'm gonna give up on this Final Fantasy 14 idea. It's gonna take too long. I'll do it next time. I'll do it next time and we'll play Mahjong as we do it, okay? This is gonna take way too long for me to get to the very end. However, it was nice to see the cult as well as the like dances. You like the concepts of Resident Evil, but the story didn't keep you in. Okay, that's fair. Actually, I do think that that's a very fair thing. It's very difficult to get into the story of it. Because... How do I say it? There's only a certain amount of the stories that actually work out very well. And yes, I'm going to give up on it because I didn't realize that level 15 would take so long and I should have maybe done something else. Sorry. We'll have another holdout game. I just wish we could go back to VR chat so I could get you all to talk about your own goals. You know what I mean? That was great last time. So I always thought about this with the Resident Evil story is that Resident Evil stories tend to be very plain and they tend to miss on a lot of the things that make a story good because it's so surface level. They set up this lore that is genuinely interesting. A corporation that is building... There's Sorry, I'm very gassy. I'm being bioengineered right now. There's bioengineering bioweapons to use within wars. Okay? To use, to kill other people, and to sell to nations committing wars. And they explain everything to you at surface value. There's no interesting things to think about to like learn. It's also presented to you on a platter. And they don't even do anything with the war concept except for one game that was critically panned. So it's like, what happened? And honestly, it's weird because I think the only reason that the new games are working so well is because they at least present a different angle to the Resident Evil story. And I know they don't have to say this in a way that is like won't piss off the Resident Evil fans, but I feel like Resident Evil 7 and stuff and Resident Evil Village and a sequel, they were made specifically to appeal to the game theorist, okay? Because when you play the games and you don't know how this relates to a Resident Evil game, it gets your brain thinking. It like psyops you into believing that you're solving a great mystery, even though there is no mystery to be had. It's like playing it's like playing Final Fantasy 15 and trying to figure out how is this a Final Fantasy game. You know what I mean? But yeah, Requiem I think would work so much better because it's established characters, kind of. And as far as I can tell, the story is pretty like straightforward, but also interesting in the sense of like. Well, I mean, as far as what I've been spoiled on by accident, it seems pretty good, and just the gameplay itself is fun. So, I will say, like the other Resident Evil games, the Resident Evil 7, like looking back on it, I think it was only fun because there was no other first-person horror game that like even got close to being as good. And so it's like when you think about what those games could be and then what they were, I think it just happened to be that there was nothing else that took its place. But if you actually like extrapolate it into what it what it was trying to be, it wasn't really that good. It was just like, oh, okay, it's like good, but it's not like one of the best games ever. It was only good because of there was nothing else really like it, and Resident Evil was dying. So it was like, okay, like the first game after Resident Evil dies is all of a sudden that much better. It's like, damn, like we're back, baby. Woo! You know what I mean? It connects. Okay, good. It connects. That's a good sign. And Resident Evil 2 is the one with Leon, right? Where you play Leon too, but he's like young Leon. So you get to see like an age. Basically, the order that you're playing the games in. Okay, so you played Requiem first, and now you're playing Resident Evil 2. You're playing age regression Leon. Baby Leon. Okay, you being 40, I don't know if you can say that anymore. Now it just gets weird. It's like you're the cougar that everybody talks about. The previous owner only played with the hose mouthpiece too, so you doubt there's really any spit inside. You didn't even watch. You didn't even wash inside, and he didn't wipe it with. And you didn't wipe it with the alcohol. Okay, yeah, but like, there's no way that it's not full of like spit bacteria, chat. Come here, we're gonna learn about your adventures getting an accordion. But he's of age. He is of age. He's of age. But you know what I mean? Like, if a 40-year-old hits on me, it's like, damn, you're a cougar. I need to sip my coffee, wait. Oh god. I've had this coffee I've been drinking for 3 days now. 3 days, chat. Every day it gets more and more bitter. But I don't want to throw it out because it's like a waste of coffee. But Jesus Christ, it tastes awful today. It's getting worse and worse. It's its past. It's not the current timeline. That's true. That's true. It's like somebody telling you about their past, right? Yeah. I get what you mean. Yeah. I too make up reasons why what I'm doing is socially acceptable, and then drive them to their maximal extent. It spent like 3 weeks in delivery. If there was any bacteria, you bet that they died of hunger. You know what? Don't bacteria like eat each other? So like, how much bacteria is inside your mouth? Can all of you, holy shit, chat, stream where I ask all of you to send me your mouth bacteria. Wait a minute, that's why the music is like so weirdly volumed. Stream where I ask you to send me like a swab of a sample of your mouth bacteria, and I do like a biological dissection on it, and I see like how much bacteria is in your mouth. Some of you probably have like sperm inside of it. You know what I mean? Plus, according to the wiki, he's like 49, so he's older than you. What? He's 49? Holy shit! So he's not. So he's your daddy. Is what you're saying? What the fuck? Wait, Leon 49? That's crazy. Wait, okay. First result for Leon 49 is Leon's age 51 or 49? How come people say it's 51? What? Leon was born in the year 1977? Holy shit, why is he 1977? What? 1977 is crazy. He's basically dead. I feel like everybody who was born in like the 1970s is basically dead, no? It's crazy. Alright, please give me a moment. Resident Evil 2 you think is in 1998 or something. Holy shit. That's why I don't remember anything from 1998. See, I was thinking about this. I was like, how come I don't remember a single thing from 1995 to 1998? It's because of Resident Evil. It's because Raccoon City happened. The government wiped my brain. So therefore, I didn't know. The setting, not when it came out. Yeah. It's real. Resident Evil is real. You can't convince me that it's not real. Because I feel like you can't make this up. You know what I mean? It's too obvious to it's too real to be able to make up. Anyways. Sorry. I was thinking of how to like transition back into the accountability circle, and I was trying really hard to think of like a way to like pull it back, but I couldn't figure it out. It's the coffee's still kicking in. Look, today's the accountability circle. Final Fantasy 14 plan, absolute disaster, but that's okay. Today is just a really sort of like a... I've got an interesting grab bag of games to show you that actually yesterday the Summer Games Fest reminded me of. But first we need to do the accountability circle because everybody's got some interesting stuff going on. In particular, one person who's gone to go get an accordion who has continually built up larger and larger stories. So I need to figure out how this goes though, because of my my inability to ensure that all of you are gonna stick to the schedule. I've like the messaging is like messed up, so I do need to figure out where your goals are and like what to do with the updates. Hello people, hello chat, welcome. Yes, I start with myself. My goals for the week. Okay, and this is actually very important with today's stream as well because I was asking you some questions. And the reason why I was asking you these questions was in preparation, actually, of some future plans that I have coming. Every single Halloween and every single Christmas, it ends up the exact same. And I always say that we're going to do something fun, and we never really do. This year, I intend to change it. I intend to make a new Christmas and a Halloween tradition for this room. Okay? It'll still have the same old things, like the haunted ghost town pumpkin game, right? Because that pumpkin carving game is good. We will carve a pumpkin this year. We will actually carve a pumpkin this year too. But it's also a matter of figuring out the rest of the Halloween plans. Because for me, Halloween is the entirety of October. And we do horror games for the entire month. And I plan out an entire segment, multiple dozens of horror games every single year. And it kind of works to the point where we do finish a lot of horror games. But some years it gets taken over by like a single horror game for the entire time. And I feel like we can't do that anymore. Last Halloween, Rat Shaker was mentioned. You're still waiting. Holy shit. Is that actually when it was mentioned? You've been waiting since last Halloween? Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm actually so sorry. Okay, but that is on list. And that's a thing that I need to work on, okay? That's a problem that this year we're going to solve. We are gonna go for Halloween games that I know that I can finish. That I will finish. And we will have a consistent throughput the entire month. I am never gonna take off the heart rate monitor. I'm gonna make a website that shows the heart rate monitor 24/7, even when I'm sleeping. I'm gonna wear it even when I sleep, when I take a shit, when I go for a jog, when I'm eating, when I'm being interrogated, when I'm in a job interview. And you can see my heart rate at every single... Actually, that would be sick. Wait. That'd be a cool... Chat, you have almost 7 hours in the game. I thought you said it was a short game. What do you mean you have 7 hours of Rat Shaker? What are you doing to the rat? Put him down. Put the rat down. Chat, put the rat down. Ma'am, you've got to put the rat down. The rat didn't do anything. Put the rat down. Please, we're begging you. It's not the rat's fault. Put it down. Don't kill the rat. You replayed a lot. Yeah, I can tell. Put the rat down. Holy shit, there's an emote for it. What the? Mr. Kanangas has the emote. Put the rat down. Put the rat down. I wonder what we can do with this stuff. Let's see if we could probably do a bunch of horror games. But the key is, okay, also, sorry, I forgot to tell you about my merch there. Wait, there's another emote too? There's an official Rat Shake emote? Oh wait, it's on 7TV. Put the rat down, put him down. Don't shake him, he's gonna vomit. Put him down. I have an idea. New merch idea is this. It's like a Tamagotchi, okay? But the Tamagotchi is hooked up to my actual heart rate. So it's a Tamagotchi hooked up to my actual heart rate. And you can do things to it, and then it'll send it back to me, to my own personal Tamagotchi. And then you can, like, I don't know, say hello to me and stuff. I think that'd be a cool merch idea, actually. Wait, that'd be a sick merch idea. Wait, I have to write this down. Where's my Emacs? Welder. Well, what is a welder? What is a welder? Can I get some dedicated wham? I need a welder to put everything in. Oh no, you're shaking them. Wait, that's a really good combo. That's a good combo. Nightbot.tv. We'll do rat, okay? We'll do rat shake. We'll do this. Speed L, speed R, rat shake. Okay? We'll do rat. And then we'll do this as rat shake. And then we'll do shake. as Rat Shake. No. And then we'll do as Rat Shake. Okay, everybody, please type Rat Shake. Just like type the word Rat Shake. Let's see what the bot does. Wait, it can even go further. I don't know, the bot's killing it. Oh no, chat, the bot's gonna kill it. Oh my god, it's gonna kill it. Stop it. It's gonna die. It looks so stupid. It's the speed lines. The speed lines actually make it so good. The speed lines make it look so funny. Holy shit. Wait, we should do a speech bubble. What's that speech bubble again? It's like left something. What's the 7TV speech bubble again? For some reason, Franker Face Z, the thing sucks. Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like something like that. But I have a speech bubble somewhere. It's like left something. It's like left something and then right something. Bubble. Cloud. Cloud. Speech. How do I search? Okay, chat. I'm going down my list. I found it. Thinking. It's thinking and thinking too. It's thinking and then thinking too. Thinking. Thinking. I need an emote. What do you think the rat says when it's being shake? Holy shit. You have actually created something amazing. Rat shake wanking. Thinking too. Okay, everybody please use the rat shaking emote now. Everyone please use the rat shaking emote now. Let's see if this works out. Let's see if this works out. I'm hoping that this looks funny. It's gonna look awful. Yeah, that's it. That's good. Just having a wank. He's just having a wank. He's just wanking off in the bed. That's good. Oh. Oh no. Every day we get closer and closer to being banned, and I'm actually very impressed that we haven't been a band yet. Does anybody remember what my merch idea was? What was the merch idea? It wasn't actually a wankable rat would be funny too. What's the merch there? Oh yeah, it was the fake blood. No, besides the fake blood, it was that other one, the Tamagotchi. The Tamagotchi. Where do I put all my products again? Projects. Here we go. Holy shit, this file is massive. Haggard and massive, mate. This file is huge. Look at this file. Chat, this is going into the list of things that we're gonna use. Okay, just like a giant list of things that we're going to like use here. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. How do I make this full screen? There we go. Was the product there? Merch? Was the merch there? Products? Here we go. Gamer Chalk. Bad Dragon Octopus Dildo. Why did they make this? Wait, why is there a to-do on the Bad Dragon Octopus Dildo? Surgery plushie includes... Oh, sorry, I'm so gassy. Includes fake blood and the USB that you have to cut out of its body in order to plug into your PC to play. Okay, and then we also do streamer Tamagotchi. I think this would be a sick concept. Okay, Tamagotchi that gets regular updates over the air of my actual heart rate. Riot! A Tamagotchi that gets regular updates over the air of my actual heart rate. And that allows you to send information back to me. Back to my own personal Tamagotchi /server that lets you, I don't know, do things like scan your credit. Wait, holy shit. Maybe make a Tamagotchi that has a built-in credit card scanner so you can swipe your credit card and then give me money directly. That'd be crazy. Over the air Tamagotchi that lets you donate directly from the Tamagotchi would be so stupid. It'd be such a stupid concept. That's evil. Do it. Right? I think it could be possible. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be amazing. Holy moly. Okay, well, so now you know why I'm asking you about this stuff. It's because I've got a lot of things going on for Christmas and Halloween, okay? But yeah, Halloween, we're going to do the Rat Shaker game, okay? But everybody's going to shake the rat. We're going to do the Rat Shake game. We're going to do a bunch of horror games. And I'm planning things out. And I actually wanted to plan things out for Halloween that I think is going to be fun for all of us to do too. It's sort of like a community idea that I had in mind for all of us to like do. And it's not going to require you to like leave your home or anything. You just do it as part of the stream. And I hope that you like it because it's also a part of the theme that I want for like the VTuber character that I now finally understand how I want to visualize it and like how I want it to come to life. You know what I mean? Because there's a particular visual style that I've been working towards for so long that I'm like, I think I finally understand what I want it to look like and then feel like even. You know what I mean? So hopefully you do it like this because I sleep 6 hours every night now. Because of two reasons. One, my brother accidentally trained his dog to wake up at 6 a.m. And her morning routine is to go outside, bark for half an hour. So I have to wake up at 6 a.m. But two, because I've been working on this stuff every single day now. And I feel like I'm going manic because of how often I've been doing it. But I've been crunching myself because I'm like, I really want to get this stuff done, okay? Same thing with the Christmas stuff, all right? We always say that we need something to do for Christmas for us to hang out in, and we're gonna make that VR chat world, I swear to God. I know my VR headset's down, but you can still make things even without a headset. So, I am actually working on it slowly but surely and with like some progress. I've got the sculpting stuff down. I actually got the sculpting stuff kind of down. It's awful and very unperformant, but I'll solve that later, okay? But I've got it down. I just need to make the world and make it look good as best as I can. And we're gonna have something to do every single Christmas. You walked away from your PC and had this tab still open from yesterday. Got back and I jump scared you. Holy shit. You had it open since yesterday's game of Another Door. Oh my god. What was the thing that like scared you? What did you hear coming from me? Because that is funny, because like you go into your room, right? You go into your room where your PC is and you hear voices coming from it and you're like, what the hell is this? But also like, what topic did you end up on? You don't remember. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that it memory hold, right? Because like I can't imagine coming back to any of the topics that I talked about today. But thank you for being a consistent viewer. Okay? I love you. I love you. Wait, how'd you get the Winston Overwatch? This badge was earned by subscribing or gifting to an Overwatch streamer. Subscribe to a streamer for 3 months of Duolingo, Hornet, Lambie, Overwatch League All Access Pass, Pokemon 30th, Prime Bat. Holy shit, you have a lot of badges. Raging Wolf Helm. I do remember the Raging Wolf Helm. Everybody has a Raging Wolf Helm. That is good though. See? At least you came back to some good stuff though, right? Some high quality product ideas here. But yeah, Christmas. Lots of fun things are going to happen during Christmas. I'm hoping to like get this done too, because it's like I was thinking about doing something on Christmas, kind of like a Secret Santa, but then I was like, some of you are poor and some of you are rich, and so it would be very, very sad if like something happened and you couldn't do it. Plus, also, I don't want to manage a giant Christmas Secret Santa, and there's other communities that have been managing Secret Santas for much longer that I think do it a lot better. I don't want to manage a chat Secret Santa because I don't think I could do it well. I don't want to ruin somebody's Christmas by having their package get lost within the mail in a mail system that I don't have any control over, okay? If I could make my own postal service, and then do a Secret Santa, I would. Holy shit, I gotta contact FedEx. I actually still know some people who like work at FedEx, and I should contact them, and I should ask them like, hey, you should set up like a Secret Santa thing. Pipe bombs gift pug. That's okay. That's also why I don't want to do this. I don't want someone to like get like a pipe bomb or something. Okay, I'm trying not to have someone die. But yeah, Halloween. These plans are gonna hopefully guaranteed you'll see a new thing happening this year for Halloween. Same thing with Christmas, and I hope that you enjoy the end of year stuff because I've been very excited for this. There's also a special event happening next month, which you'll know more about in like 2 weeks' time once I get people to respond. I need people to say yes to some stupid idea that I have before it happens. So there's a special event happening next month as well. So that's why today's stream is like more about me asking you like, hey, what do you guys all like to do? Because I do want to do more community stuff, and again, you've seen this file. Like this file is massive. Okay, the reason why this file is massive is because we constantly think about things to do on this stream, and by we I mean me. I'm constantly thinking about, okay, what could we do on the stream? What like weird projects we could do? What like weird, I don't know, like events we could do? I have like a whole thing for stream events too. I'm like stream ideas even, right? I've got like a whole bunch of these. Wait, what? Emu VR, Community Madlib, co-working, Voices of the Void, Alien host this application. I don't remember this. When did we make this? I didn't. This isn't my idea. That's not my idea. What the fuck is a host this application? Host this application. Killer school exams. Oh yeah, this one was a thing about like a bunch of like East Asian school exams, and I wanted to try and take them. But I actually contacted some of the schools, and they didn't know what to talk to me about. So I was like, hey, can you send me a copy of your current exams? Like a host bar? Yeah, like a host bar, I guess. I'm scared to open it though, because I'm kind of worried about what I've written here. I'm kind of worried about what I've written here. VRChat job interviews? Okay, some of these ideas are fucking crazy. I don't know. Some of these ideas are fucking crazy. I have no clue what these are. I just know that there's something going on here, okay? But that's why. I've been trying to find these ideas for a very long time. And I think I finally honed in on what I'd like to do. Because, like, some ideas work well. The fashion contest stuff works kind of well. I need to add dates to it to see when the idea was created. You're right! Oh, you're a genius. God. It's like you, I don't know. It's like you keep notes and you have, like, a calendar or something. It's crazy. It's so cool. It's like you like keep like notes and you have like a calendar or something. It's crazy. How do you enter a date again? I think you just do like this. You just do like just a regular the timestamp here, and then we do like right now actually, right now, like now, time, date plus time, now, 1 p.m. Perfect. Also, I can't move away from sorry, as a side tangent, I can't move away from Emacs chat. As much as I hate the fact that it's like kind of dog shit to develop for and it takes so long to work on, it really is hard to move away from it for certain things, especially for like org mode. There's a long-standing issue with org mode for the NeoVim fork on Windows where the performance sucks. It's a 101. I fixed it. Sorry, I fixed it. God damn it! Why do you have the same time as me? I can't make mistakes anymore. I have to be punctual. Why do you have the same time? Why are you in the same time zone? But yeah, hopefully you all enjoy everything that is going to come soon. Time is a bit overkill, but yeah, no. I think the time is important because an idea at 2 a.m. has less weight than an idea made at 1 p.m. An idea made at 2 a.m. is like twilight hours. Like, it's an idea that I should throw away because there's no way that this thing should be made to exist. But an idea made at 1 p.m. afternoon, that's just working hours. You know what I mean? Like, that's just open office. You know what I mean? Like, that's just that's just office hours. That's just me every day at the office. And I go into a meeting and like, guys, I think we should do this for our next product. This is actually a part of next month. So this idea here, my goal of figuring out the silly little idea that we done on stream very soon, is sort of a weird milestone for the stream. This is going to be done next month. However, I found out that my affiliate anniversary is apparently in June. So I should probably move it to June, but because there's multiple things that this was for, I was like, okay, we're going to do it for this instead. So next month, I'll announce it soon, but we are actually going to do this guaranteed, and I won't miss it. It's going to be a very weird thing that I'm going to do, and it's going to be the first reveal of something that I've been withholding from you all for a very long time, that I think is finally, like, it's like, chat, we've known each other for long enough that I think it's time for me to tell you something very important, okay? Something very important. But first, I need to get some water. Okay, I have my water now, sorry. It took longer than expected. Hopefully, you enjoy these events, because these will be recurring things that will happen every single year. And so if you don't enjoy it means I need to go back to the drawing board to make them even more fun. It's kind of scary to think about. It's like, oh shit, what if you don't enjoy these These weird events. Because honestly, like every day on this stream, it's like a new event that I trial. I think every single day I'm trialing something new for some crazy idea I have. I do treat this. You know what it is? Oh my god. I treat streams like I do sprints. Like I do agile sprints. Oh my god. No wonder this sucks. No wonder this stream fucking sucks. I also want to actually continue working on my game prototype. It's actually slowly becoming fun to play. I also realized, and I'll talk about it later, but it's a part of the things I found out. I also realized that I actually need to go back to basics with it, and I do need to build up some other things for it, but I'll get more into it once I talk about how these things went. Actually, I should just talk about it now, because I've already talked about these two things. So, I am actually working on this, and then this game prototype is getting more and more fun. This is actually the most fun idea that I've had, and this idea I've had ever since I was a kid. So it's weird, but like this is a game idea that I've had since I was a child. So clearly, child me knew more on like how to make a fun game than adult me. I just had like it's just been in the back of my mind for years, and I used to play this game in person because back then I would just like I would take paper and I would like make fake cards and stuff like that, or like I would make fake standees that I didn't know were standees at the time, but I made like fake stuff to emulate the idea of a game. You know what I mean? And you know what? A lot of the concept still transfers. However, in working on it, I realized that a lot of the systems that I built up, like you've seen my code, but especially for the stream UI stuff, you've seen my code. It's dog shit. It's literal dog shit. Okay, and that's a problem because if it's dog shit, it means that every other code that I have is also dog shit. Here, in fact, just to remind you all of how dog shit it is, and also to give you confidence, because if I'm such a good programmer, but my code still sucks like this, then surely it means that, your code maybe isn't that bad either. Don't worry about what you just saw. That's just a part of the thing, okay? Like, look at this. It's like 3,000 lines. It's 3,000. It's like nearly 3,000 lines of bullshit. Okay, and this is a project that actually works and actually does things that is useful for stream. All right, it's dog shit. Holy shit, that killed my OBS. So I do need to work on that project, and I do actually need to make it better. Oh god, sorry, chat. Am I there? Hello, do you still hear me? Hello, my system was dying. So I do need to actually go back to basics and fix up a couple things. The main thing too is that the only way I've been testing it has been on this test map, but I actually never had a good system for making a map in the first place. And playing Metal Garden made me realize that I do just kind of want to use trench improvement stuff to make the maps with, and I'll build my own system for how to mark certain things, and so it'll be fun there. But yeah, I actually started to move over the work I sort of did on the Godot side, the stream UI stuff, to over into this thing. Because I actually think that this way of doing it is a lot better. And actually, it's already starting to evolve into something else for the stream stuff that I think you'll enjoy. Again, something to keep you busy while I go BRB, because sometimes I'll go BRB for 5-10 minutes, if I poop or something. And so that way, it feels like a blur, because then I'll come back and it feels like it's only been 5 seconds, but that's because I've been keeping you inundated and overstimulated with say funny videos like this. Funny videos like this. And this is a raw cut. I didn't bother to edit it down yet, so just fair warning, it's a raw cut. It's also extremely cringy, so just be warned, it's extremely cringy. Also, Wowder is a light version of Reactor Router. Your Control-C didn't work for the rat. You accidentally did marketing for Wowder. That's actually amazing. Pretty soon, you'll see these kinds of videos playing for you at all times, and you'll be forced to watch this as I go BRB. And actually forced to watch this as I go BRB. But you will have the ability to choose what you get to watch as a community. Okay? When I do those stream plugins stream out, they have little sprites in the bottom that I chat, and there's some games that we can do jumping only in certain moments. I've actually thought of making a couple of them myself, because I think the ones that are out there suck. The ones that are already out there are made by people who aren't really making games. They're just making it because they just want to make money from streamers. And I think that it sucks as a game for you to play as like a chat room. So there is like a certain thing. Sorry, I can't keep watching this. It's actually making me cringe. So there is a certain thing of like, I do want to make something like that for something, but it's specifically going to be a lot more fun than whatever those are currently. Because I think those ones are just boring at the moment. I feel like there are much better ones out there that could work. But I also don't want it to just be like, you know, passive games you to play. I want these things to be things that like actually entice you to actually get invested into what it is. You know what I mean? And, you know, like, one of the original ideas that I had that I gave up on very quickly was because it was too hard, was like, I should just make a Sims, but like for chat, and all of you can just play your Sims, you know what I mean? And I was like, that's just too hard. But like, I want it to be something like that. Well, it's actually enticing for you to like build these weird community stories too. Because then, when I think of like a community game, right, I always think to myself, they're so passive in the way that they get you to play them that you're basically playing a single player game together. And I said this too, even when we were playing the demo for Another Door. It's one of the only games that understands why people play games together with people, is because you don't want to play a single player game together, right? You actually want to play things with people and like actually be there with them and actually have like a sense of like affecting them and them affecting you. And I think that's an important part of a stream, or like any kind of game that has a multiplayer component. And so it's like, I really want to take my time to do it right. Because if you're just there jumping around, it's like, it's not really much to it, you know what I mean? I want something like genuinely awful for all of you to like do, that has like a tug and pull, you know? For instance, one idea that I had that I need to write down is, I had this idea where it's like, maybe there's like a series of choices, and like, there's a mouse cursor, and then like it takes like a certain proportion of like everyone's clicks. So like everybody has to vote by clicking on the stream itself with like a stream extension, and you actually have to click on the option that you want. But everyone's clicking the other way too. So it's like whoever, like whichever side clicks more, like they win that side. But I need to play with it more. But some ideas like that, it's like there. You'd like the Bongo Cat thing they had. Okay, that one was fun because it was basically just a keylogger. That was just a keylogger, and I don't really know if I want to do like keylogging stuff. It kind of made me worried because I'm like, what if it's sending all of my keys back to some random server somewhere, and then somebody knows my password, right? But at the same time, like, it was interesting to see everybody on screen. So yeah, I have some ideas. There's some other games I've seen online too that are interesting, but I need to find something that can work. The key thing though is that it has to be free, and it has to give you like a reason to want to participate beyond just being there in the space. Yeah, exactly. Like you never really know. Also, I wanted to read this last because I think it's the funniest thing that you've ever said. We say cringe, but that's what voice actors do. They just don't put on the suits. I actually think that you have absolutely nailed what's funny about the word cringe. Cringe is meaningless because when you get money for it, it's just a job. All of a sudden, being cringe becomes like a respectable career, and you are on the same level as like Robin Williams. You know what I mean? So clearly, cringe as a label has no meaning. You sure it was fine? Sure it was fine. What is Welder? Sorry, I'm gonna go see Welder. My dedicated way in my Welder. I have my Welder here. I'm gonna. Can somebody please give me? This is made by somebody named Mole Frog. Oh no. Claude Skill. Oh no. Agent friendly. Oh no. Oh no. Emojis. And actually, that was a really funny thing here. It was a really funny library that I saw. UI is here. Library. UI. Please give me a moment. I need to go find the link itself. Sorry, I need to go to my phone. It's somewhere on my phone. Please give me a moment. Please give me a moment. Here we go. Emoji for packages is pretty common though. Yeah. But it's in combination with like the AI stuff that it reminds me of this thing that somebody made. AI native React components for the next ChatGPT. Components that signal how oversubscribed your funding round is. The Sparkle. Add a star to any noun to ship it twice as fast. They have somehow nailed. They've nailed the way that all of these projects feel the same. A gradient. Text painted with a consensus AI gradient. The status dot, always green, universally up. The button. We made the button move so you'd click the button. They've actually... And then this thing too. The eyebrow pill, where the model name goes when there's nothing else to say. Now with GPT 5.5. The text area prompt, and you can choose your model. The sticky banner, the sticky banner, which is actually just a way to announce funding to like get you to like spend money on it, to like buy into the slop, right? You thought it was the Uwusu way of saying rather. It was until AI took over. This thing too. I actually hate this. I hate this pattern so much. Stop shipping slop. Stop context. Stop writing emails. AI for lawyers and founders and doctors. The word roll. It's so good. The word roll is also good too. This one. Every single one of these is so well made, but every single one is like I've seen this on a marketing website. I've seen all of these on a marketing website for some piece of software, usually for AI stuff. This too, I have seen this pattern so many times. It reminds me of how nowadays, right? I think Balatro did awaken something in people's eyes, where like, you know, Shader Tori has existed since the beginning of time. But for Balatro, when it came out, everybody decided to do the same shader type background as Balatro. You even saw it in the game Another Door. Like, in the background of that game, it was basically almost the exact same shader style as in Balatro. But this has been here since forever. Error loading shader. Okay, uh-oh. Uh-oh, something happened. Am I still here? Am I still okay? Whereas like shaders have been pretty cool for a very long time here. For instance, like this one. Array marched organic cube thing. I don't really know what the hell this thing is, but it does look like a Zerg thing. That's sick. And with array marching only. That's sick. You know what I mean? Not available in Firefox's cache. What does that even mean? Browse. So to see like those similar patterns show up in these libraries does look, even the mock IDE thing, I was like, holy shit, I see this everywhere. In fact, I'm not kidding you. I think this website, look. Look. Wait, is it this one? Or maybe it's Helix. I think maybe it was Helix. Let's see. Was it Helix? Also, I love how Helix explains itself. A postmodern text editor. What the hell does that mean? You know what I mean? Wait, is it this one? No, it's the Helix Vim-like. It's the Helix Vim-like. Is this the same one? Am I crazy? Wait, what's the one that's like Helix but not like Helix? What's the one that I always talk about that's like really weird and cool? Helix Vim alternative. There's like a third editor. There's a third editor. Helix is like Vim, but the other way around. Yeah, but like I swear there was a third one, no? Wasn't there a third one? Where they had it's not just what's that third one? It's not like Cocoon. It's not like Cocoon. What was the one called? There was the one that had like a built-in Silkworm? No, it's not Silkworm. I never heard of Silkworm. Zad! That's the one! Thank you. Silkworm Studio. Silkworm Editor. Code IDE? What's a Silkworm Code IDE? Project Silkworm is a thing. You're making shit up. I mean, you got me to Google somehow. This thing. Look, they have it. Look, activating demo. It is actually like every single time. It is actually every single one of these has the exact same flow. They always have some fake IDE like thing here to show you. It's always styled in the form of like Mac OS, and it's just that this is the best thing that I've seen. It mocks the thing so well that I'm so surprised. Server-sent events were added to the... I also love these little taglines. Server-sent events were added to the HTML5 spec in 2008, but never used until 2025. It's like how we somehow circled back into server-side rendering, which was a thing since like the beginning of time. And I always think about this. I always think about this. I'm always like, why do we do this to ourselves? As developers, why do we do this to ourselves? It's because we don't listen to our elders. For some reason, institutional long-term knowledge from like people who like make things from a long time ago is basically thrown out because they're seen as old people. And it never works. It never works to throw out people's ideas and like information that they've had for years. Because when we lose that knowledge, we get clowned on. We become the meme. We become the meme, and our dreams become memes. How did we even get here? Why did me talking about this stuff even get me here? What happened? Would I do stream plug? Oh yeah, so sorry. It was a stream plugin thing. Yeah. So yeah. It was also the Wilder thing. Sorry. Wilder. But yeah. Don't let your dreams become memes. Thank you. Everyone say hello to the bee. Use her emote. She has an emote somewhere. What's your email again? Is it? It's like this, right? That's your bee. Go and use her bee. Or like I don't know. Welcome. I'm actually moving this stuff over. Okay? I am moving this stuff over because I do like this stuff. There will be more fun things for you to do on stream. I just need to figure out like what stream things that you guys can do that isn't distracting to the rest of the stream. Because the fear is that I don't want it to like bother the rest of the stream. I don't want it to overtake what is happening on screen, right? I am big on I don't want overlays happening all the time because I feel like I watch a lot of streamers where they have a bunch of shit flying all the time. And chat never really knows when to use it well. None of you have the same comedic timing that I do. And I'm sorry to say it, if we were at the Just for Laughs comedy club, you would be in the audience, you wouldn't be on the stage like me. And that's okay. Foot emoji squash. No, don't kill the bee. We need them. Excuse me, except for you, okay? The ones who stream have the sauce, okay? But the ones who don't stream, you don't have the sauce, all right? All you have is music. All you have is the ability to make bussin' music. Here we go. Chad, I think this guy also thinks he could land a plane safely. I could absolutely land a plane safely. Flying a plane is not that hard, okay? Even a fully manual plane, it's so easy. You can feel the air going through your wings. You can feel the air going through the like windshield because you crashed and you died. You can feel the air at all times. It's so easy. Autopilot could do it. Tell me, okay? If flying a plane is hard, why is there such a thing as autopilot? Yeah? I don't think it's that hard because autopilot clearly exists. And so therefore it has to be easy because otherwise why would a machine be able to like land you? Yeah, you thought that I would like that. I'm just saying. You've never... Listen, okay? Download Microsoft Flight Simulator right now. Show me a landing that you do right now. I'm going to show you that you're doing it poorly. I'm going to do a good landing in Microsoft Flight Simulator next week. I have to... Just give me a week, though. I can't download it now because there's not enough space on my hard drive. Next week, I'm going to do it for you. Matara Gun catches the bullet with the feet. I'm just saying. I could land a plane. I know you probably can't, but I could do it. Okay, let them have the Matrix fight. What else? I wanted to go back to the interview grind. It's not pressing at all, but I do like money. I do like having money because money means that I can make more things happen for the stream. Okay, the challenge is landing a plane in Top Gun for NES. Holy shit, I didn't know that there was a Top Gun game. Top Gun NES. Money is nice. Top Gun NES. Holy shit. A landing. The more you know. Top Gun easy landing. This guy looks like he's like a war veteran from like 20 years ago who like was just found. Does that make sense? Like this guy really does look like he was just found in the jungle somewhere and had to be told that the war is over.
Did you know that there's an easy way to land the plane in Top Gun on the NES?
This game looks impossible. Yes. You have to land it on the carrier there.
To do this, make sure that your speed is over 600 when you enter the landing phase. And then within that
so you gotta go. Okay, and you get
lined up in the middle. We will land.
Doesn't seem that hard. I could do this. Okay, what? I'm gonna find a copy, a real legitimate copy of the Top Gun NES game, and we're gonna practice landings the entire day. Okay, I'm gonna use that strategy. But yeah, Money's nice. I want to get some money for the stream and also just extra stuff too. I'm still back on this grind. I'm like slowly going through it. And we actually talked about it yesterday a little bit, how like, you know, another chatter came in, Imam Lee, and they were like, yeah, I'm just upset because I didn't get a job. And I was like, get in line. It's like, hey, buddy, listen, okay? This is the unemployment line, all right? There's like 7 of us here. Get to the back, come on. But it's true, though. It's like, it's interesting how many places that I interview at where I talk to them a bit more and I talk to the people there. And it ends up being very much, there's a lot of red flags, and it turns out to be true. You know, actually what's weird is because I've been interviewing at startups, because I kind of like the flow of a startup in terms of like doing new things and trying new things. 3 of the places that I interviewed for have all closed their doors. 3 of the places that I interviewed for have already shut down. Like, that's crazy. It's only been a year since I've talked to them. You know what I mean? Or, like, some of them, like the latest one, it's only been like 3 months since I talked to them. And I'm like, man, like, it's crazy how many of them just have these like red flags just going left and right. And so it's like, it's odd to me how difficult it is to find a good place. I found a couple of places that would have been awful to work at, but the stream would have ended immediately. Like, as in, there'd be no more streams because there would be no time for my life either. Like, it would have been very painful based on what the people that I knew of in the industry told me about. Thankfully, I have still connections, but those connections can't get me jobs because they all work at shitty places too. But yeah, slowly but surely, I'm still not in the red in life. You know, thankfully. I've been good with my money for almost 10 years, okay? So now I just get to take my time to find a good place. But man, it is crazy how hard it is to find a good place that isn't run by like, I don't even care if it's run by sociopaths. Honestly, at this point, I don't even care if it's run by sociopaths. I just need a place that is run to a degree that they at least like make enough money to sustain themselves. And it is absurd how many places that I go into where I do an interview, especially an early stage place, and they give me like a full breakdown of things, and I go, this is not going to work. Chat, I can finally talk about this place because they shut down. You know the place that I contracted at, chat? When I talked to my coworker there after I joined, because he didn't tell me this before, and I knew him before, but he didn't tell me this because he really wanted me to work on it, and so I've basically disavowed him, okay? When I joined and I was given the full details, guess how bad the finances were. It was so bad. As a business, they were spending money to pay the salary of about 15 people, and the money to deal with 2 contractors, me plus a designer. Okay. Every month, I'm not kidding you, they were making, I think it was $1,700 every month in revenue. It wasn't even profit. Like, I just mean like revenue. So like, they were in the red. Like, seriously in the red. And when I joined, I was like, wow, it's a pretty big team. It seems like they know what they're doing. It seems like, you know, they at least get to the point where they can make some money. But no, this wasn't even like an Uber. You know what I mean? Like, because at least Uber, even if they lose money, they're still making like a fair amount of revenue that like can entice an investor to keep spending money. No, this was like, yeah, it's like nosebleed red. I was like, for a salary team of like 14, 15 people plus 2 contractors, $1,700 per month in revenue is not enough at all. You can't even afford a single person to work at that place. And really, the entire thing should have really been down to a single person. But there was, and then I can talk about it now because it's like dead, and also like my contract's over. And I didn't sign any NDAs or anything. But like at least no one will ever like be able to find it. But it was like the amount of decision making that went into it. There was no real idea of how to make it profitable. And so when I was talking to my coworker and he was like, "How should we solve these technical problems?" I did that, and I scoped it out for him, which is crazy because he should have been able to scope it out himself, but he wasn't really that good. But then it was also like I had to tell him honestly. I was like, all of this is for nothing, right? And I was like, none of this matters because this company is gonna shutter its doors because at some point, all their bad decisions in terms of of the finance side is gonna catch up to them because there's literally no revenue. you can't sustain a business like this. It doesn't even matter for like the tech side to plan things to save money, because there is no money to work with. Literally, everybody's just being paid with VC money, and once that runs out and they don't get the next funding round, it's over, and they never got that next funding round, and so they like died. Profit is a social construct. It is basically a social construct. At least for that company, it was a complete social construct, and I don't know what they were thinking, because it was like a complete disaster. And that, from what I've seen at the places that I've interviewed, this is the norm of the places that I've been interviewing at. I don't know why, but the large places, maybe I've just been very unlucky, but I'm now on the cooldown period. Like, you know how like you can't apply to like Google more than once every 6 months or something? I'm still on the cooldown period because they didn't get back to me. So it's like the large places that have the money I can't apply to because I'm on that cooldown period. The small places that like I could get into the next day, they're all garbage. The medium-sized places, which are kind of stable and kind of going, not many of them are hiring. Like, it's weird how very few of them are hiring. Like, I get anyone, and I think it's because they've survived, and they're sort of like maybe they're toughening down for coming financial situations. Because I think in Canada, although I don't know, actually, maybe I should confirm. I think they just recently announced the technical recession. But it's been feeling like a recession for a while, so I'm not really sure if that's true or like if they even announced it. Because maybe it was like because the hard part about news is that there's so much like news slop now that it's difficult to say whether or not the information's coming from a reasonable place, or if it's just a thing that like news outlets are picking up as like a cycle to like draw clicks. Also, can I say something about that too? It's crazy how you can write a news article about pure opinion and conjecture, and it's seen as on the same level as like real journalism from like Reuters or something. Okay, because like you can't find any information that's like actually like useful. It's actually absurd. But yeah, maybe it's because of that. I don't know, but something has changed in the tech industry around here where it's like, I feel like a lot of the good places that would be nice to work at, they are not really open to finding people just yet, or their cycles are so long. I've also had this problem of like being ghosted, so it's the same old problems, but like, man, I didn't realize how bad it was until like just recently, so it's kind of crazy. However, I'm still okay. I also wanted to push the channel further, because I actually have a flame in my heart again for this channel. I've always had a flame in my heart for this channel. But when I was gone for that week, it really did hit me. I was like, man, I've lost something. I've lost something in my life that I looked forward to every day. Because streaming is actually really fun if you do it the way that I do it, which is if you don't care about how people's opinions. And it's great. Wait, you have heartburn? That's not good. Also, you're playing Planet Zoo. And did you see that Planet Zoo 2 was announced? It's the drive for AI, and they don't know what to do, what they want to do with it. Your company's starting to use it, but it doesn't fit to what you do. I've seen that too, actually. I've seen a lot of that too. And I have wondered if that was the case here as well. But, you know, I wasn't able to, like, ask sort of, like, what they want to do. Though a lot of places that have asked me about this idea of, like, you know, do you use AI? How would you use it and stuff? And it seems like they do want to, like, try and drive usage of it. But yeah, I do think about that a lot of like, I wonder how many people actually, I wonder how many places actually know what to do with it. Because I've seen the horror stories and I've heard the horror stories from people that I know in the industry, and they all say the same thing of like, yeah, we just like run through it, and then all of a sudden like our quota is gone, and then it's like over, and then like all this money that's like being put into it is like dead. Money that could have been spent, by the way, on like keeping the business alive, on doing regular R&D, on like anything else. Money that could have been spent on any other business initiative that actually could have driven some actual potential ROI, return on investment, but is instead being used to just throw to the wind with this thing. So, hiring freeze and putting money into idea projects that won't come to fruition. Okay, so it seems like that is still there, and that sucks. And I hope that the places that I interviewed for wasn't that, but it might have been that based on the questions that are asking me. You have it open for hours now, but you're not playing. Oh, but yes, you're excited and scared of the new specs. I am hoping that it's not that bad. Yeah, but the new specs, I will say Planet Coaster 2 is completely unplayable on my machine. So, is it Planet Coaster 2? What was the game? But like that game, I could not play at all, and it was sad because I thought it was really fun, but I was like, I can't make a single roller coaster, so I am scared too. Have I seen this? Is AI profitable yet? No, I've never seen this, but let's see this. Tracking the spend and revenue of frontier AI companies. Total industry spend 1.4 trillion. Total industry revenue 613 billion. And again, what's crazy is that technically AI as a whole is still more healthy from like a financial perspective than that one company that I did contracting for that was the source of a lot of horror stories for like a while. Like, think about that. That one company that was the source of a lot of horror stories for quite a while on the stream was even unhealthier than the entire AI industry. That's how dog shit it was run. I was like, the guy running this has no clue what he's doing. And he's blowing money in so many different places. But I digress. I feel like bad business decisions happen all the time. But NVIDIA is on the up and up. Let's go, NVIDIA. Woo! That's right, baby. Put that money into NVIDIA. That's where it's at. Yeah, it's this isn't surprising to me. I have always thought to myself that the vendors of the technology itself. So it's like the people who like provide the hardware, the people who provide the fundamental blocks and the units of the thing itself must be making bank, like NVIDIA, because you need that to run this stuff. You can't get away from it, and there's basically a chokehold on it. So you can just like, so they're good. So, and everybody's gonna use them, but you have so many options in terms of like the layer above, which is like what models to use. Everybody and their mother has a model now, and so it's like all these companies are gonna make $0. Absolutely. I'm glad that it's dying, because then soon we'll have we will go back to the day and the age of people opening their code editors instead of opening their terminals just to type Grok. Give me this. Soon you will see a rise in people opening NeoVim, and soon the world will rejoice. Soon the world will rejoice in the revival of ASCII Gunnar art splash screens. I need to fix this, by the way. I don't know why it's red on the left side. I actually don't know why. I have to fix it. Soon, the world will usher in a revival of ASCII Gunnar art editors and programs. Soon, we will usher in the age of real handcrafted code, like the Amish used to do. And I can't wait for that. Grok, explain this. Please explain what the streamer is saying to me, Grok, please. But yeah, I want to push this channel further. I have a flame in my heart again for it. The interview stuff has been taking time away from it, but I'm kind of pushing it back to a semi-passive thing, but I am going kind of hard into it too, because I do want to get money to be able to fund this, among other things that I have some plans for, so hopefully I'll get there soon. But I also want to push the channel further, because one, I want to actually like take this channel to the fullest extent of where it could be. I do feel like it's a waste to leave the channel in a space where it doesn't exist in its fullest form, right? I think of like a bird or like a phoenix. I want the egg to hatch, and I want to see it in all of its glory. Because I feel like if it were to die as an egg only to become an omelet, I would feel sad at the wasted potential of the stream and as a channel. And I want to see how far I can take it. It's like a weird challenge now in my mind. But two, there is a it's basically zero. But it's like, you never really know. If this channel actually does cover its own cost in terms of the For Fun fund, I can go out to eat with my wife again. Or like something. I mean, I still go out to eat with her because I like to take her out. But you know, it would be nice to get the channel to at least a place where it supports its own spending on games, which is like anywhere from $0 to $200 per month, depending on how many indie games come out that I want to check out. You know what I mean? I don't know. But it's like every year it's like $1,000 worth of games, and so it's like if it can cover $1,000 per year, then great. This channel is a net zero, and I think that that's a great spot to be in. But not only from a finance perspective, it's like I have so many ideas for streaming content and streaming in general that I want to take it all the way, because it's like there is a certain interesting element to streaming, and I always talk about this, that is there for this type of media that is not there for anything else. It's that back and forth, okay? You can say at Grok, explain this, and then I have to go and ban Grok. You know what I mean? Like, that's a thing that you can't do on a YouTube video. On a YouTube video, by the time you make a joke, the moment has already come and gone. Because the moment didn't even involve you, because the moment was pre-recorded. Here, you are a part of the moment. You make me open an AI graph. You could make me open any link. You can send me any link and I'll open it. That's the beauty of this stream, is you can send me literally anything. And I'll just open it. Multicasting. I don't know about multicasting. I always thought about multicasting, but one, I don't think my setup can handle it. Two, I don't want to pay a subscription to somebody else to multicast it, because I feel like that's such a waste of money. I don't think I have the network speed to handle it. Plus, two, like what I have noticed is that the rules around multicasting is still too sketchy. Where it's like it's still unclear if I can even like interact with the YouTube viewers, and I don't really want to bother. You know what I mean? Plus, I will say this. As fucked up as Twitch viewers are, YouTube viewers are a little bit more fucked up too. And I think the thing about the YouTube chat split is that because there's two different chat rooms, it's really hard for me to like long dog chat. What the hell is this? It's really hard for me to focus on two different conversations. What the hell is this log? What the hell is this chat? It's really hard for me to focus on all these different things happening at the same time in different chat. Click to print. Watch me making this. Wow, your dog is wow long. You collected 9 wows. A useless web project. The useless web. Take me to a useless website. Because some websites, we couldn't even do it here. Sliding toys. Watch me making this on YouTube or Twitch. Wow. Look, wow. Yeah, have you ever seen that? I need to show you this actually. Making dragon floss candy. Is it this one? It is this one. Listen to the dialogue. I always say this phrase, look, wow. It comes from this video. Or like this group. That's honey.
Make slowly, little by little. Now making
Okay.
Korean, right?
When does he say look, wow?
260, 250.
Say look, wow.
5 on the drum.
When does he say look, wow?
Look at my hand.
Look at, wait, he changed it. He says look at my hand now. No, man, he used to say look, wow. What? He used to say look, wow. Was it this one?
256이
His voice is soothing. It is soothing. But he used to say look, wow. Look, wow. You know what I mean? Like every time he would do a churn, he would be like, look. He would do look, wow. When do you say look, wow? Okay. Does it say look wow here? No. What happened? What happened to his look wow line? Chad, he used to say look wow. This is the one.
This plug is honey. Honey in 2 weeks fermented honey.
This is the video. This is it. This is it.
It's white flowers complex. Wow.
See? Wow.
Look in honey block is wow.
Wow. I used to know the entire script to this entire thing, and I used to say it every single time, and my wife got into wow.
Very hard.
Very hard. Wow.
Very hard to do. Wow, so hard.
And they all sing. It's amazing. It's one that I had it bookmarked the whole time. Holy shit. Making a hole.
And 2 hole.
2 hole. They sing and they sing along with it. It's so fun. It's so fun to listen to. Riddle by riddle. Stretching. Little by little. Stretching. And yeah, and they all go. It's so good. Wonder how many times a day he has to say this for Taurus? It's constant. So those other videos, it's the same place. Those other videos, it's like the same place, and they just keep rotating out. They just rotate whoever says it. So it's every single day for the rest of their lives. They have to keep saying it. This candy tastes really good too. There used to be a couple places in my city that used to sell it, but they don't. But they don't anymore. Stretching. 2 string. 4. Oh. 16. And then he just keeps counting. Now, listen to it. It's so fun. And now they're counting. Da, 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 da. So fun to listen to. 1024. Bong. Look! Wow! Look! Wow! That's why I love the video. Look! Wow! Bong! Wow! Look! Wow! Baby, one more time. 2048. 4096. They're just doing binary now. Or a base 2. Final count. 16,000 strings. This is like surprisingly hard too. Wow. Look, wow. Wow. I love this video so much. So every time I think of the word like look wow, I always think about this video. The word wow has a whole different meaning to me. And it's because of that video. I used to know the entire script and I used to recite it like over and over again. It was such a it was like a mind warp. Kind of like it's kind of like Pen Apple Pen. Very similar in its like way of doing it. You think they want to be a boy band for this job? I think they want to be a boy band. You know what? They're a boy band in my heart. Checkbox Olympics. Anyways, that's a cool tour. But if anything, that website, I will say, was only an excuse for me to show you, look, wow. Bong, look, wow. Look, wow. Bong, look, wow. But yeah, that's why, okay? This live stream, you don't get that moment anywhere else. You don't get to do that stuff on like YouTube in a pre-recorded video because no one is there talking to you like, what do you mean by look, wow? I can show it to you, and then you all look at this. Look at that. All of you played along with it. All of you just kept saying wow. You guys love them. That's why I want to push this channel further. There's so much more to go with here. Anyways, that's my whole update. Next update, next goals actually, and the next updates. So those were my goals. That was my update. Okay. Your goals for this week. Miss 4596, Miss 346 10 $20,000 Death Stranding 2 laptop. You have 10 minutes. You want to take the 3D mouse pad sketch and start working on it in Krita. You want to do the base design for the standee. You want to finish working on animation. You have 10 minutes. Okay, I'll go fast. And where did you get to? Let's see where you got to. You imported the sketch into Krita. You need to buy a scanner one day. You currently take a pic with your phone and use that to import it. And that's messed up. That's actually messed up. You please for the love of God, get a scanner. I'm begging you to please get a scanner. I finished the line work and the flat colors. I started doing shading and only have a few sections to complete. I spent way too much time coloring nipples. What she said. You have 10 minutes too? Both of you have a meeting? You didn't get time to work in your other creative projects? Your focus was only on this mousepad design. To be fair, as a boober mousepad design, that's pretty good. Okay? Honestly. And I can see why you want to spend time on it. You're a lazy artist. Yeah. But that's why like a scanner is so much easier than using your phone to scan it. I have this old like portable scanner that I still use to this day that I have never seen sold anywhere else, that you can plug in and it just works. And it was made for Windows XP and it still works today on Windows 11. And the company that made it is out of business. It's portable and it is the best scanner I've ever used. It is so high quality and there's no problem using it. There's zero fuss. It's amazing. You need one that can do B4 size paper. Okay, I'm sorry to say it. I don't think those exist. What the hell is a B4? You sound like you're talking about battleships. Your brain is extra slow day. Oh, that's what she said. That's pretty good. Hey, you know what? Today's a slow day. Mondays are slow days. It's just the way that it is, you know? Holy hell! B4 is that much larger compared to A4. I found a Kinokuniya featured stationery post. I found a post from kinokuniya.com. A5 is this. What is normal paper? What's like legal paper? What's like normal legal paper size? What's like normal paper size? Is it A5? 8.5 by 11 inches, right? That's A5. Manga paper that they have is a B4. A4 is holy shit. So B4. Damn, you're packing, bro. Holy shit, you're packing 9 inches? 9.8 inches in your scanner? That's crazy. And you just lay it on your desk and it covers your whole... That's crazy. You're packing, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? She's packing. Holy shit. She mocked us. What the fuck? Some of you are rocking A6s. She has a B4 over here. Most of your tools are Japanese. Oh, see, that's true. Yeah, you do have a lot of Japanese tools. So you go with their measurements. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, Japan is packing. What the hell? Dude, it's way larger in Japan. What the fuck? Holy shit. You like A5? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't... Oh, like 5.8 to... Hey, you know what? Somebody's gotta enjoy it. Somebody's gotta love it, you know? But like, in Japan, their B5 is 6.9. What the fuck? Dude, they're packing over there. They got some crazy paper going on. Your sketchpad is F3. What the hell is a F3? Isn't that like the racing competition? The like F3 Assetto Corsa competition? Isn't that it? Let's see this. That's the keyboard button. That's the keyboard button. Gotta draw fast. Can I get this in inches, please? 12 inches! Holy shit, she's packing! What the fuck? 12 inches? What the fuck? Dude, this thing is like, how do you even draw on that? That is not a sketchbook. I'm sorry to say it. That is just a whole ass painting canvas. Like, it's no longer a sketchbook. Chad, that's a larger. This is like a. Imagine you took 2 Subway sandwich. Imagine you took 4 Subway sandwiches, and you built a square. Imagine you built a square out of 4 Subway sandwiches. That's the size of her notebook. 4 Subway look at this. Where's my Krita? Subway footlong. I need an image of a footlong sandwich. Footlong, top-down image. Oh, hell yeah. Look at this thing. Look at this shit. No, not the Krita. Look at this shit. You brought this on yourself. This bad boy right here. You know what? I don't even need Krita. I just need Paint.js. United in solidarity. Hell yeah, brother. Look at this, chat. Oh, how do you rotate? Okay, I guess you can't rotate, so I'm gonna rotate like this, okay? I guess you can't rotate in this like JS Paint thing, so I'm gonna rotate like this. Man, you took 4 Subway sandwiches. You took 4 Subway sandwiches. 4 Subway sandwiches and you laid them out like a square. Chat, this is the size of her sketchpad. This is the size of her sketchpad. This thing is unreal. Like it's actually insanely large. You could eat that and you'd be full for a day. You'd be full for like 2 days. Holy shit. Damn, I'm thinking about some Subway. Oh, that is good. That is actually good. Holy shit. That's a massive notebook. Jesus Christ. But hey, at least you got room to do everything. And it is a keyboard button. Yeah. But yeah, chat. Don't worry about being tired. Today's a Monday. Mondays are always tiring. Even for me, it's tiring too. Massive ideas. Massive ideas. You bet they put sandwiches like that when they draw. They need a ruler. She needs a ruler, and she just pulls out like an old crusty stale Subway sandwich. And it has to be stale. It has to be stale, otherwise it's too soft, right? She pulls out like a stale Subway sandwich and uses it as a ruler to like draw these like fucked up straight lines. It's all like wobbly and shit. That's really good. Okay, now I know why you were so focused on the nipples. Because it's like you can't really switch your workspace, right? It's not like you can switch. It's not like you can just take the sandwiches away very quickly. You have to like keep the sandwiches there. It's kind of hard to like switch. But thank you for taking part in the accountability circle. Who's the next? Sorry. Oh yeah, this is when I had to do the hell room. Sorry. Oh yeah, here we go. Next goals were, was it this goal? I think it was this goal. Yeah, tune and optimize the reeds on the melodica if they find the necessary instruments. Wait, didn't they already do this? Yeah, this was their update. Their new goal was down here. Buy instruments for tuning and some other stuff. And go to the Accordina guy and the Indebted Accordion guy. And yesterday, this chatter came into chat and said that they went to go find them. So here we go. There's yet another lore dump here, okay? The lore of the Accordina is that this guy likes to go to the flea market. And once he saw a guy there who looked like an ex-gangster who spent most of his life in prison selling it. What does that mean? The guy clearly didn't understand how rare this thing is, so he gave it to him pretty much for free. The Accordina guy works as a carpenter or something like that, and does a bunch of DIY stuff. So he opened up the Accordina and inspected the mechanism. So explained to you how the Accordina mechanism works. Oh, that's interesting. So he just kind of like shows up and then does things. Yakuza, basically. And because of its condition, and because you said that you'll be okay with doing it yourself, he lowered the price. He also showed you his cool art that he makes. Did you take a photo of his art? I would take a photo of the art. Although I do find it funny that like people will like, because this is a thing that I've noticed too, is that if you give a random stranger the opportunity to talk about their life, they will talk about their life endlessly. And they won't shut up. And I hate it so much. But I have been in that situation before where they'll just keep talking about all the things that they do and that they make, and they love talking about it. And I find it very endearing because it's like, it's just somebody who just wants to show off what they've been getting up to. But what's funny is that this apparently is true for everybody, even people who have Accordinas. You wanted to, but you thought it'd be appropriate. There's some art online and does some commission. Okay, that's fair. Okay, to be fair, that makes sense. I think I get what you're trying to say. You know what? Let's let him have his privacy. Let's let him have his privacy. Let's not show it. This is not a bit. It's what I'm doing here. What did I say before? Sorry. Wait, it is what I'm doing here. I am basically doing that. You're right. I'm giving you an inch, and you're all taking a mile. And you're just opening the bag and you're saying whatever you want, and then I close it up again every... This is... You know what that is? That's why this segment works. Because for one day a week, somebody cares about you. For one day a week, for the first time ever, somebody cares about you. Oh, we let you yap, and you just don't... Oh, you meant it for me, as in like you let me yap, and then I just don't stop. Oh, sorry. Okay, for one day a week, I get to say whatever I want, and you pretend like you care. Cares, but only has 10 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I care. Okay, but I've gone 10 minutes. Yeah, of course, exactly. Thank you for you know what? Okay, you know what? This is my every day. You give me the chance to talk about anything. So this is the one day a week that I give you the chance to say what you want to say. You know what? Right now, you may have given an update, but say what you want. You can say anything. Say what you want to say. You're welcome. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. You want to say Cox? Type it. Type it right now. Type it right now. I don't know if the censor will like hit you, though. Type it right now. It's just the face with the two feekies. It's so funny. They're just like, Oh, whoa. That's good. That's good. Wait, sorry. Oh, what to finish this like lore? It probably will. Also, your VPN is not working. No! Look, wow. Look, wow. Look, wow. Look, wow. Let's see. This time the accordion guy actually called you himself. The accordion guy that you're never able to like reach. And you're like, yeah, you'll be home. The problem was you were still unable to call him. His phone straight up doesn't work. When you got to his place, you're afraid it would end up like last time. Let me take a sip of water, please. That's good. Oh, I also love Wowie Zowie. Wowie zowie. I don't remember where that's from though. But I remember hearing wowie zowie from somewhere, and I couldn't stop saying it either. You got to this place. Okay. You looked up and you saw some grandpa and waved them. He waved at you. You yelled and asked if he sold any accordions. He said no, but then some dude near me on the ground was like, "Hey, it's me." You're just trying to find this accordion person, and you're saying hello to whoever will give you the time of day. You're like, "Hey, you sell accordion?" You know what's funny is that your life, and this is something that I think about a lot, okay? People always say that isekais are unrealistic because you can never be the hero, and because it's meant to be like an escapist fantasy. But I want to tell you that that's false. The truth is, the opportunities are given to people who show up, and oftentimes people will default to not showing up. If you just show up and you give it your best shot and you just try to like be there and try to make these important decisions for other people within life, they will eventually give you the opportunity to like go and actually figure things out. And you can be the hero of your own story because all it takes is somebody who's willing to do the right thing and who's willing to show up and just do something about it. And this is what I mean. Maybe like this viewer has been watching me for like 3 years, okay? 3 years ago, I thought this guy was a fucking loser. 3 years ago, I thought to myself, this chatter will never amount to anything. And now look at them. Now look at them. They're going around. They're going to the accordion guy. They're building their own anime story of like finding an accordion. They're building their own isekai story of like I died, but now I can play the accordion. It's amazing. And all it took was showing up, was getting out of your comfort zone, and pushing yourself to go and do something about it. To go and do something. That's the point of the accountability circle. It's to prepare you for the isekai. The accountability circle is to prepare you for the coming isekai. Because the reality is, even if you were to be isekai today, right at this moment, even if you were reborn with all the capabilities in the world, you still wouldn't take the opportunity in front of you because you're incapable of it. Only because you never tried. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Okay, so you're lucky he was outside this time. Basing off the smell and behavior, he was considerably drunk. Well, then when I let him hear the other message, he was like, "This is all bullshit," and was like, "Look how much money I make. I can't be in debt." Okay. Holy shit. Okay, chat. If anything, I'm just surprised that you haven't been stabbed yet. Also, sorry, I need to play a new playlist because that old playlist ran out of songs. It's crazy that you haven't been stabbed yet. I think to myself, like, there's no way that you're still alive here. Because, like, you're telling me that this person is not an insane old psychopath who's, like, trying to kill you? But, like, no. Somehow, you've actually ended up in a place where you actually might be able to, like, get something and you might be able to actually bring it home. And it might actually work out. Somehow, you've just stumbled upon the worst person to buy an accordion from, and you haven't died yet. It is the crazy part. You're still here, and I know that you have it because you actually got it yesterday. When you got inside, and he was like, "I only sell 2 in bulk." That's crazy, even though you clearly said you only want to buy 1 accordion, but you already knew he doesn't read messages past 3 words, so no surprise there. It's because he's drunk. You're like, "Nah." And he's like, "Okay, you can buy 1. Holy shit. You successfully negotiated down to 1. But then, sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. But you fucked me, chat. You fucked me. Where did you take me? But then he gave me a price that was double of what was on the ad. Holy shit. You were in a hurry because you didn't want to miss the last bus back to your shithole. So you didn't think much and you were just like, okay, whatever, you'll take it. But then on the way home, you started regretting it. Yeah, that actually sounds awful. But yeah, and also, who buys in bulk? Like, who needs more than 1 accordion? Like, how often do you need to have more than 1 accordion, let alone 1 accordion? I've never known a single person with even just 1 accordion. You know what I mean? Like, let's chat. I've only ever known 1 person in my entire life who owned a unicycle. And she rode that thing to work every single day, and she was my intern. And it was genuinely funny. And honestly, though, it is the funniest thing ever. Because during a snowstorm, when I was walking from the bus stop to work, It was the largest snowstorm of the year that we only found out after the fact. I saw her on a unicycle, riding the unicycle to work, falling off, and then deciding to walk the rest of the way. And I didn't say anything until she said, and I didn't say anything at the office because I didn't want to make her feel embarrassed. But then she brought it up, and I said, "Yeah, I saw you, and I'm sorry for laughing." But it was so fucking funny to see somebody on a unicycle fall in a snowstorm like a clown and then continue walking the rest of the way to the office. Same pace. On the ad, he said he was selling like 3 old ones in bulk. Oh, but then sometimes it's dropped down to 2 with the price unchanged, and then it dropped down to 1 with the price unchanged even more. Okay, here we go. But and you clearly regretted it. Not even because of the money, but I don't know. It's just nice to have things for nice people because interacting with the things that makes you remember the interactions with people. Holy shit! Actually based opinion. This is good. It's nice to have things from nice people because interacting with the things makes you remember the interaction with people. Yes, that's why I hate that every store is moving to online and AI. Sure, it's convenient, but honestly, I kind of want to be sold to. I want a salesperson to like look at me and then go, "Hey, buy this. Think about this. Think about how it makes me feel if you don't buy it. My family will starve." I want to have that guilt with it because that guilt makes it feel that much more compelling when I say no. Because fuck you and your family. And you don't get that from an online store anymore. You don't get that from an online store. You can't just say, "Fuck you, I'm not buying it," and then your family's gonna starve. Because it's a machine on the other end. It's AI now. I can't threaten someone's life. I can't threaten someone's livelihood by just walking into their store and pretending to like window shop and do nothing. That's what you call a scam. This chatter, you can think about this chat when you look at the accordion. That's true. You know what? Replace your poor interaction of buying it with your interaction here in chat and how you've revealed another dark spot in my personality, okay? But honestly, it is true though. It is nice because again, getting to know people and especially like buying things from other people, hearing their story about it, it gives weight to every single thing that you buy and every single thing that you purchase when you have like an understanding of like where they're coming from. Because when you buy the Acrodina, right, you meet this old like carpenter who tells you all these different stories and like talks to you about things. And you learn about these like cool things that they're up to. And you walk away with like a better understanding of the world around you. And even if you end up hating them in the end, at least you have a better understanding. But this gives you nothing. The carpenter was 2 years younger than you. That's fucking crazy. What do you mean? What do you mean the carpenter is 2 years younger than you? What do you mean? Holy fuck. What a plot twist. What a fucking plot twist that the Acadina carpenter was 2 years younger than you. You're telling me that like somehow all the youngins near you love things like accordions and Acadina? Maybe? You know what? I have noticed this. If you think about the Backrooms movie, which I still need it to watch, right? The Backrooms movie harkens to this idea that I've seen within the younger generations of a desire to go back to a time when life was not really simpler, but was actually, especially, particularly plain and boring, and didn't have all these things in the way of it. Didn't have all these weird abstractions that sit on top of the reality of life. Where weird was celebrated because weird was the way that we did things, and it wasn't so hyper clean and like hyper corporate nowadays. And so movies like The Backroom, or that person that you met, that carpenter who worked on the Acrodina, both of them sort of speak to the exact same idea of, I wish we could go back to that time when we were making things and doing things and just playing around with things as they were. You know, a time when the noises sound like, you know what I mean? Nowadays, it's all like, you know, David Guetta going like, and then remixing Merry Christmas, Mr. something, Mr. Lawrence into like a David Guetta song. It's like an EDM song, shit slop, you know what I mean? That even Suno could like make. No. This, you know what? Maybe the youngins are alright. You just all have to stop, like, I don't know, being fucking weird. and then you'll be okay. And he was like, I'm probably an unk to you. And you were like, sir, I'm 27 or 28. You don't remember. I did say this, okay? Because when you posted your videos of you playing it, and I looked at your hands, You do have like, because what's funny is that you don't even remember. But you did tell me one day that you have twink hands, and I was like, wow, you really do have twink hands. So like, based on your hands, I can imagine that you maybe look 16 despite being 28. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. But it's like, yeah, like you probably look very young despite being 28. And don't worry, I had that problem too. When I was like 20, I don't know, 6 or 7. I'm gonna slip that in everywhere. I'm gonna slip that everywhere, okay? When I was like 26 or 7, I was I looked like I was 16 in like many ways. I found a bunch of really old corporate photos that I didn't know were posted online, where you see my face and you see what I looked like. I looked like a 16-year-old or like a 15-year-old. And it makes sense why people thought that I was so young. Now I look like a grizzled, hot, handsome 30-year-old. Now I'm like a silver surfer. Now I'm like a silver stallion. You know what I mean? Like, but like back then, I looked way too young. It's just the way it is, you know. You just pass that threshold, and all of a sudden, bam, you're old. You know. Also, you realize you kind of don't really want to think of that dude ever again. So now you're contemplating on treading it. It just would be so annoying to go there again with this thing. And even if he agrees to take this thing back without fussing, yeah, exactly. He will never agree to take it back. There's no guarantee he'll magically be outside next time when you come. This is that chatter. What have you posted? What is this?
Hey, don't worry, Giggle. You're in good hands.
Holy shit!
Bro, your hands are beautiful.
I know.
I know.
I just got them done last week.
I could tell.
Hey, don't worry, Giggle. You're in good hands.
Holy shit! You got twink hands. And again, I swear I'm not the one who said it first. You described to me your hands as being twink hands. Okay? You don't remember it, but I remember clearly because our phrase has stuck with me. You described your own hand as twink hands. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with having twink hands. Happy Pride Month, folks. All right? Even outside of Pride Month, it's never been wrong to have twink hands. It's always Pride Month in my heart. Always. Anyways, Magic will be outside when he comes. Also, for some reason, both the previous accordion grandpa and the accordion guy thought that you were like 19. See, I called it. You guess you're well preserved or something. Don't never say that ever again. You guess you're well preserved. Never say that you're well preserved ever again. You knew shutting in and not letting sun rays age your skin was the right choice after all. Which reminds you that your mom somehow recently learned the word hikikomori and said that you are one. Holy fuck, your mom calls you hikikomori? Your mom's like, my son's a fucking neat. My son's a fucking layabout neat. He doesn't do anything. He's a hikikomori. He doesn't do shit. This is you. A young Japanese man living as a hikikomori official in Wikipedia. This is you. With the samurai sword. And the piss bottles. Holy shit. Even your mom knew. That's how you know it's bad, is when your mom knows and then calls you out. Sinto? What the fuck? This guy's Vietnamese, man. Are we sure this guy is not Japanese? Is not Vietnamese, man? Sinto? He is fucking durian. It's Vietnamese. What the fuck? I don't think this guy's Japanese. I think he's cosplaying as a Japanese person. This is a Vietnamese dude in like Orange County, okay? Holy Jesus. Ikikomori are reclusive adolescents or adults who withdraw from social life, often seeking extreme degrees of isolation and confinement. The term refers to both the sociological phenomenon in general and the individuals belonging to the societal group who have been described as modern hermits. Though I do agree, staying away from sunlight really does make you look younger. Like so many people that I know of, they never protect their skin. They never protect their skin from the sun. They never put on sunscreen. And then I look at them and it's like, buddy, your skin is like leather. Like you look old. And it's not even healthy for you. Like you should be protecting your skin. I look like a seasoned raisin. You know what I mean? I look like a grape compared to a raisin, and I look quite nice. You didn't buy the instruments. It was kind of chilling after all that, and low key kind of forgot. Okay, but you did get the accordion though. And did you record anything? I'm very excited to like hear an accordion song like done by a chatter, because like just like think about how good it is. I can't wait. I am what I eat. I'm a pussy. I'm your mother, son. What did you do? It's your turn. Your goal was to think about life, and you wanted to think about life. This music is actually perfect for it. You wanted to think about life. You wanted to think about the things that you were doing in life and where you were going to go in life. And what life had to offer you and what you were going to tackle in this life. You were ready. And what did you do? You thought about life. Okay, cool. Okay, well, yeah, so you thought about life. And now your next goal is to continue working on one of your projects. I'm glad that you thought about life. Honestly, it is nice to think about life sometimes, and it's nice to think just honestly, because how often do we take a moment to recollect ourselves and think about what we're doing? Oftentimes, what I tend to find too that I do a lot is I tend to go on autopilot and I just keep going the same way over and over and over, and I never really take a moment to like sit there and then think about what am I doing really? What am I actually going towards? And I don't really know. And then when I take that moment to actually recollect myself and I go, you know what? I kind of feel like doing this. It then allows me to continue on a path that at least gives me something. You know what I mean? Not that life has to give you something, but that listlessness really does get deep within you, even deeper than your bones. It seems to tug at your heartstring, at your soul itself, and sort of rips you apart until you're nothing but shreds. So at least when you take that moment to collect yourself, then you realize, wait, I did used to have dreams of making my stream funny, you know? Unlike what it usually is like when it's never really funny. You made it abstract because you have no idea what you would do. But that's the thing. That's okay. And that's great. Because, yeah, sometimes you just need that like time. And I think you've done good. Because now you've decided to continue working one of your projects. Good luck. Godspeed. I hope it's not the font project. And if it is that like Twitch thing, just take your time. Take your time and learn. It'll take like a month or longer. But once you learn, it'll start to become easier and easier. A returning member V, I think her last goal was like all the way up here. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was like all the way up here. I don't even remember what week she like dropped off of, but there was something that she talked about at some point, and then she just kind of disappeared. Same with Nagi, and then I excised Nagi from the circle because I just thought it was funny. But yeah. She's now back again somewhere, and she did an important presentation for university last Friday. Wait, you're just a child. What do you mean you did an important presentation for university last Friday? You're just a child. Why am I listening to your opinions as if you know anything when you're just a child? I keep forgetting that all of you are basically children compared to me. It's like you're just a child. I shouldn't be listening to your opinion. Just a child. You handed in the report as well. You know what? I will say congratulations though. It is hard to actually do this stuff. It's very annoying to have to. Also, it's funny that I say that because like if you're working on your PhD, you're technically older than me. If you're doing your PhD, you're older than me. If you're doing your master's, you're the same age as me. If you're doing your bachelor, you're a child. Was that true? What age do you finish? What age do you finish your master's if you go straight into it? Late 20s to early 30s. Holy fuck. Okay, never mind. If you do your PhD, you're like way older. What age do you finish your PhD? How come Imam Lee talks to me like I'm his peer, even though he's like at least 37? You know what I mean? Like it's like he you know what it is? He is the most thoughtful and the most sort of like warming person because he'll talk to you as if you're an equal, but truthfully, I'm the child to him. Same thing with Moro, okay? And V, she's like probably in her 30s during this shit. I'm surrounded by geniuses. You know what it is? Chat is coddling me. I never realized it, but in the reverse, chat is the one coddling me and allowing me to be this like stupid, idiotic idiot. You know what I mean? And they're all like, look at the idiot. You know what it is? There's a reason why all of them like playing things like The Sims and Planet Zoo. Every single chatter. It's because I am their personal zoo animal / sim that they get to watch inside of the cage, act a fool. That's it. I get it now. We allow you to talk to us. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for using that emote. Thank you. But also that hurts. It hurts. There's another chatter, but I think they're busy at the moment. Yuki, they want to get some snacks. However, some things are happening in the Philippines. Everyone, please do wish Yuki the best, and I hope that Yuki, you are feeling okay and that you're doing fine. Philippines is going through like a tsunami as well as a earthquake at the moment, and like the aftermath of that. So hopefully things are okay, and I am wishing you the best. Everybody, we will reconvene next week. Thank you for joining this accountability circle. Okay. Thank you for. How do I get the thing again? Where's the thing Bob that I had before? Thank you for joining this accountability circle. Every accountability circle, I walk away like finding out more about all of you, and it's always kind of fun to see what you all get up to. Because honestly, everyone lives such a different life. Like, what do you mean you go and you find things like accordions? Like this, that just doesn't make any sense, all right? But somehow you do. Please get your goals in by today and work on them for the entire week. I'll see you all next Monday for the accountability circle. And I'm glad to see some people returning to it too, because honestly, even though pushing yourself is painful, sometimes it really is nice. Basically every time. I've never felt bad about pushing myself. Maybe I'll feel tired and I feel like I want to take a break, but I've never gone away from pushing myself to do better than I did before and to be a better person. And I've never felt like it was a bad thing for me to do. I've always gone away with this feeling of that was a great thing for me to do, and I feel much better as a person for it. And so I hope that you all do too, because that's the whole point of this, is to help with getting that feeling for you as well through peer pressure. It basically this is like a peer pressure thing. We're just trying to peer pressure each other, okay? Obviously, if you are busy with life, don't bother because things are happening. So just take care of yourselves. But yeah, that's how it is. See you all next week for the accountability circle. Please get your goals in, and we're gonna close off this week. Everyone gets their points for free this week, and hopefully we can convince more people to take part in this. Because again, I want to show you something that is weird, and I'm actually very surprised about. Okay, every week, there's actually people again. When I upload VODs, I don't expect people to watch VODs. I expect nobody to watch a VOD, okay? These VODs are literally, it's nearly automated uploads except for like me typing in what the text is. So the fact that anything even gets a view is crazy to me, alright? Like this thing, what do you mean 150 people are watch this? Doesn't make sense. This is just an automated dump for things, okay? But guess what? Oh wait, sorry, wrong way. People actually watch these accountability circle things. Like a lot of these, even though they don't get any likes and they mostly get like a dislike, some people actually watch these. One day we're gonna convince more people to join the accountability circle, and it's gonna keep growing and growing. And guess what? The more people that join, the more peer pressure you'll be under on a daily basis.